Hi everybody, happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. So today I wanted to hop on here and talk to you about a challenge that I've been doing. Um, on October 1st, I started something called the 90-day challenge, and it is a challenge that is put on by Rachel Hollis, and it's completely free. So if you're interested in hopping in and joining in, after the video, I'll put a link in my description box so that you can sign up for it as well. My hair's a little wild in the back. Sorry about that. Not that you care. So anyways, I just wanted to talk to you about it because it's something that I have been working on for myself, and it's been interesting so far. So I'm 2 weeks in, and basically the premise behind the challenge is that you finish off the year strong, because a lot of us tend to kind of pack it in for the holiday season, and especially I feel like if you live in Canada, the holiday season starts in October with Thanksgiving being so early, right? So yeah, like basically I feel like at the end of the year, we have so many excuses and so many reasons, like Thanksgiving, Halloween, and then obviously the Christmas season, if you celebrate it. I'm sure that those of you who do know what I'm talking about. So basically, and it's just even with like the new year being a fresh start, like putting off your goals and whatever until like that January 1st start date. So it's really about creating momentum so that when you hit January 1st, like you're rolling, right? So each week has a different theme, and throughout the whole challenge, part of it is completing what they call 5 to Thrive. So the 5 things that you do daily are: get up an hour earlier, drink half your body weight in ounces of water, a 30-minute workout. Doesn't have to be like the most strenuous workout every single day, but it's just kind of to get you in the habit of moving your body daily and getting your heart rate up, type of thing. And then gratitude. So this one is you write down 10 things that you're grateful for that happened that day. I know I've talked about this before in previous videos, and I really love this idea because I feel like we get so in the habit, if you do practice gratitude, of just kind of repeating like the same big things, but this really gets you to hone in on the little things and become grateful and aware of the good things and the little things that happen throughout your day. So it could even be that, like, you know, you had a great cup of coffee this morning, your breakfast was awesome, you had clean laundry, like who knows, like whatever it is that makes you grateful in that day, but it just really kind of helps you to become more aware of the little things that you can be grateful for every single day. And then, oh, and the last one, I think that's 5, is to give up a category of food every 30 days that you know that you shouldn't be eating. So mine this month is cheese. Not like all cheese, because I don't eat all cheese in like excess. However, like cheddar, marble, that type of stuff, if I'm hungry and it's quick and it's easy, I will eat that. Like I will eat that over eating the raw veggies that my husband has prepped for us. And it's just a really bad habit of mine because I'll just fill up on that and then I'm good to go. So really I'm not filling my body with the best nutrition. So that's mine. It's been surprisingly tough because every time I take it out and cut it for my kids, I'm just so like, it's like habitual for me just to eat it myself while I'm cutting it, right? So that's been kind of not fun. And so with getting up earlier, I know I have talked about this a million times, But this 2 weeks, because I have been very productive, I have like a notebook similar to this, and every single day I've been writing down like my 5 to Thrive things, plus I've been writing down the things specifically that I need to do that are business related. I've been writing down the things I need to do that are like house related, any housework I need to get done, any like specific tasks that I need to make sure that I don't forget, and then like just whatever, like the odd things that I need to remember, just make sure that I get done in a day. So it's usually like a full page every single day. And that's been super, super helpful for helping me stay on track, make sure that I'm getting everything done. And the idea about waking up an hour earlier is to make sure that you're spending that time on yourself and on your goals and things that you want to do for yourself. So, I had a couple days this week where I just didn't get up, and the first day that I didn't, I was like, my anxiety was like so high. Like all day, I felt like I had a brick on my chest, and I felt like I was just like trying to like catch up, and I just like couldn't, even though I was checking stuff off the list, I just felt like the day was like a step ahead of me. So I definitely, like, my day was running me. I was not the boss that day. And then for some reason, I don't know why, but the next day I did the same thing. I had a tough night with my 2-year-old, but really, like, I should have just got up. Like, I was awake and I was like, oh, and I just didn't do it. And then it was the same thing. I still, like, I had a bit more time that morning because I didn't have to get out of the house, and it was the day of the week that we just don't have anything that we need to get to on a certain time. So it was okay. I was still able to kind of catch up and get things done, but it just really wasn't as like smooth sailing as the other days, because when I first started this, it just kind of felt like, oh my gosh, there's just so many things I need to get done in a day, and it just almost felt overwhelming. Not in like a bad way, just in like a, like, okay, like I felt good because I was checking a million things off my list, but at the same time I was like, okay. So when I'm already feeling like that, and then I sleep in and I don't actually get up when I say I'm gonna get up, it just is like, you just feel like you can't catch your breath. So then part of the challenge is like Monday to Friday, her and her husband do a live stream in the morning. And then like the morning, or the first part of it, is almost like a morning show. Like it's just kind of, they're back and forth, whatever, and just kind of some like random stuff about their day or whatever. It's entertaining. And then usually like 10, sometimes 15 minutes into it, then it kind of gets to be a motivating video. So it's good because it kind of helps talk about the different topics of the week and stuff like that, and just kind of help keep you accountable and keep you on track. And then on Wednesdays, they have Workbook Wednesday. So the first week was basically about planning ahead and making sure that you were kind of prepared for, like, say, your weekend or when things come up and whatever, like just kind of how you're going to set yourself up for success. And then the second week this week was all about habits. So I'd love to know if you have read books on habits. Lisa and I are talking about doing our next book club with a book on habits. We're just trying to figure out which one we want to do. There was a few recommended this week through the challenge, but we're just not 100% sure. So if you have some books that you love, I'd absolutely love to hear about it. So leave a comment below on your favorite books on habits. And so basically that one, the Workbook Wednesday for that week was all about auditing your habits for the week. So even just taking like the day and like, what are your triggers? What is the habit that comes from that trigger? And then what is the reward from that habit? And either how can you continue to do so, or how can you break that habit if it's a bad one? Yeah, so basically, because, sorry, I've got a lot written down here. Okay, so like habits are basically what make you be successful, right? Like nobody just does one thing and then like, boom, they've got it all. Like they've achieved the moon. Nobody. And so it really, really boils down, the more I'm learning, is from what you do day in and day out, the habits that you set for yourself, the little things, those small decisions that you make all day long are what get you closer to your goals, are what set you up for success. And so I think it's really important to work on those things. That's why I'm loving this challenge so much, because I haven't really ever been like a habitual person where I do the same things day in and day out. And I think it's really, really important because it gets you in the habit of making sure that you're setting time to work on yourself, to work towards your goals, and just to kind of stay on top of things without letting things slide through the cracks. So I also want to leave you with this quote. I posted it on my social media this week, and it seemed like a lot of people really liked it. So I just want to kind of reiterate it. If you do the things you don't want to do, you'll have everything you ever wanted. And that's a quote by Mel Robbins. And just to kind of wrap up, my post that went along with that quote was basically about how we're basically hardwired to not want to do the things that we should be doing. So you really have to make that conscious decision. Like, I chose not to get up those days. I chose to have a crappy day, basically. I mean, I still had a decent day, but I chose not to feel my best. And when I woke up, it wasn't a matter of do I want to get up, it's a matter of should I get up. And I don't know why our brains need to be hardwired to make life more difficult for us, but apparently they just do. So anyways, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your weekend. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye.